Are amazing. To have Joni and Mev and Dina in town, that's a pretty hefty trio to have here with us. It's absolutely incredible. You guys inspire me so much. So 30 years at Runner's World, I clean out my office at retirement. And my office, everyone who visited Runner's World came to my office because there was stuff everywhere. Crazy stuff. I mean, I had stuff all over the place. And you know, I thought, what am I going to keep? What do I do with all this stuff? So I put a lot of stuff in boxes and took it home. But the things that stuck with me the most are the running community. That's what I think about. The story I worked on that meant the most to me in those 30 years at Runner's World, I worked on this feature piece with Steve Freeman called Running with the Amish. I never knew they were Amish runners. And this Mennonite guy reaches out to me and says, these Amish runners want to run with you. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Amish runners? And I go and run with these five Amish guys, and they ran me into the ground. They were so fast. And now when I go back to that community, I've gone back many times to speak to the Amish. I go back there, there's literally 300 or 400 people outside of Lancaster, Pennsylvania running. The Amish community. I go there, and these little Amish kids come up to me and say, hey, Mr. Yasso, thanks for coming out here. I'm like, the Amish people know me? It's amazing to me how our sport can connect people. But people always ask me what, after I retire, and I'm going to do a lot less in the sport these days, what message would I love to leave? And all the people in this room, you guys connect with people that you can never imagine. And I'm going to tell you about two people that I never knew I really connected with until I started receiving letters. I used to get these letters. It started, I met this young kid, Chad, and when I met him, he was only 16, and he had a disability. His brain stopped developing, and he remained a 5-year-old, even though he was growing. His brain never grew. But he couldn't run. And his dad reached out to me and said, they won't let him run at school. You got to call the school and open up the doors for Chad so he can run. So I intervened and helped him out, and I became very good friends with this family. And I get these letters from Chad, and he always called me his running buddy. And the type was like this big. And these letters were like written like a 5-year-old. These days, Chad's in his 30s, and I still get these letters from him. And I saved them all. And he said when he read about my retirement, his dad would always read him the stories, and he said he thought I would retire and like I would just disappear. But I promised Chad, my running buddy, that now that I'm retired, I can actually drive up and run with Chad and his father. So it's actually a good thing. So it was really cool to connect with this kid, and these letters I have from him are priceless. And then, when I say we never know who we connect with. This letter comes to me from a mom, and apparently I connected with her son, which I didn't know. And so I go to these races, do my presentations, do what I do at weekend at a race, and I get this email from the mom, and she says, my son has Asperger's, and it's the depression he suffers from. He has all these problems. And then she said, I encourage him to talk all the time, and rarely does he talk. But she said, after you were here at the race this past weekend, this is what he said to me. So he said, I wish that I knew why I have no friends. This is hard to read, sorry. I knew that because I don't understand how to be social. But I just want friends that are my age to like me. I want Bart Yasso to be my age. Kid tears me up. He says he's a really good person, and I think he would be a great friend. He would be okay with me not knowing how to talk to people. And he doesn't make fun of me for liking video games or being awkward around people. So he makes me feel not bad. And I'm thinking, wow, this is a tough letter to read based on our society, to be honest. And he says, I wish that other people would want to hang out with me, like hang out with Bart Yasso. He says, I wish I could be that social and be around people. And then the ending was unbelievable. I was torn up reading this thing, and then the ending was just opening. So he said, I want to be Bart Yasso, I just don't want to do all that running crap. This kid is priceless. Now, I did go do a race with this young man and his mom, and did a 10K race with him in their hometown. So he does run. but he doesn't want to run Battleboard and all that other stuff. The kid's a lot smarter than I am. But that's when I really realized how many people we connect with that we don't even know. Like this kid was over here watching his video game, you know, and I could communicate with his mom or speak at do my presentation at a dinner, and I had no clue. So this is, you know, some of this stuff, it sounds so simplistic. We put one foot in front of the other, but this sport is changing the world and making it a better place. And it's because of people in this room. So I thank you. This is it's an unbelievable honor for me. I love you all. Thank you.